Hey y'all, what's up, my kings and my queens? Yeah, I sound just a little bit better, just a little bit, but I'm still sick. But we gonna see our way through it. God is gonna push me through, y'all, so I can show up and show out for my queens and my kings. So let me get into it. Hey, you guys, this is your girl, Queen D1A Red with the Diva, House of Queens, CV, and we back with another one. So y'all see this beautiful girl right here, Shekinah Joe, the former friend of Tiny from the group Escape. Yeah, her right here. She been going through some things, a lot of things, some messed up things. I mean, very, very scandalous. And her and this dude, MC Shakin, he from New Orleans, baby. Yeah, my state. Yeah. He from 504 minus 318. That's when you got that 318 red. Yeah. So, he gave us some insight on what's this tea that's really going on with him and the situation with Tiny and Shekinah. And he said that he really did blame Shekinah for the stuff because he thought they was best friends and he had to hear all this stuff in the blogs, you know? And he like, well, shoot, I got her number right here on speed dial. So if something was going on, I thought we were friends like that. I should be the first person to know instead of finding out through the blog. But they was, you remember when she kind of was telling us about a TV show about it was gonna be a gay TV show that she has created, right? Right. And everybody, see, this is one thing I don't like. Everybody want to sit here and say that uh, Chakana be lying about a lot of things, and she's so emotional, and she's not a good friend, she's not a real friend. But see, I wasn't jumping out the window with this. I I like to say 95% of the time believe everything that Shakana said, and I don't even know this girl. I don't even know her. And see, me and my husband, baby daddy, we want to call it. We had a little slight debate. He said that he thought when all this stuff was coming out when Tiny and Ti was having sex with all these girls allegedly, he said that he thought that she was entwined with it. And I said, no, I don't think so, because if you sit there and watch some of Tiny, I mean not Tiny, but she kind of lives and stuff, she love hard, and especially her relationships. So she don't want her man sleeping with other women. Why would she want to sleep with Ti? And so this is what I was saying. I was saying that maybe Ti wanted to sleep with her, and she was like, "Boy, please, that's my best friend. Tiny, my best friend. I can never do stuff like that." And then he probably said, "Well, Tiny cool with it," and that's when she kind of went to Tiny and was like, best friend, you heard about your man talking about he wanted to sleep with me, and he said it was okay because you said it was okay. Best friend, you got me messed up, best friend, because I don't sleep with my best friend men. Whatever y'all got going on between y'all leave me out of it. We still can be friends and all the other kind of stuff, but I'm not into sleeping with my best friend, boyfriend, husband, what do you want to call it? So that's where I believe that relationship went downhill. Because if y'all remember, so called, it was an episode where they was filming. It was with the kids and stuff. This when the kids was younger. They was like on a farm or somewhere, and it was on. I don't know if it was on Tiny and Shekinah show or it was on Family Hustle, but I believe it was on Shekinah and Tiny show. And Ti came up with the kids, or they was like the kids had pulled up, um um like when Shekinah and Tiny was filming, and he was saying like he don't want his kids around Shekinah because how she be talking and a whole whoop whoop not. And let's fast forward. Now we done seen in the social media that King been getting to a lot of stuff, and then how Ti went to the doctor with Deja and got her yoni check with her to make sure she was still a V. Yeah. So, but so before I get any further, let me sit here and say this right here. And I should have to say this because this is my channel, but I do have followers that are sensitive and they hold stuff dear to their heart like I do. but it's also my channel. And I respect my family, my kings and my queens, my young audience and my older audience, male, female, and different. Anything that I say on this channel, if I offend you with it, I apologize. If you were bothered by anything I say on this channel, I apologize. But I did say I want to change my narrative of not cursing a lot. And I am gonna slip up and curse. But that does not say that I am ignorant. I don't have vocabulary of words to say and I will cuss to just cuss. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I be getting hype and I be into it when I be doing my filming and stuff like that. So that's how I talk. And I'm not finna sit here and just pause and say, oh, I don't want to fit my audience. No, I love my audience. And the people that sit here and jump on my comments, and I always tell y'all, I say, hey, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell button, also thumbs up the channel, leave me a comment if y'all like. Don't nobody leave me no comment. And I say that on majority of all my videos. Nobody leave no comment. And that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. That's your choice. But then you have the trolls and the other folks that want to come to my channel and tell me I curse too darn much. Or don't speak on that if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You talking to who? On my channel? Just like I'm finna say now. If you don't like what I say or what I upload, jump your ass off and jump on something else. But I appreciate the people that do engage with me or interact with me. For me saying that is that Shaky said that everything that I was saying to myself about this TI and Tiny situation with Shekinah was not lying when she came on her and she was saying her and spitting her shit. She was not lying. And I'm finna jump on MC Shaky. His lie he went live, I think it was yesterday. And like I said, that's my boy. We and he also was talking about Akbar too. And so I hope he don't copyright my stuff. But I love you, baby. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. So, it's your content, boo. But we on the same place. You know Shekinah personally. I don't. But I was rocking with her since day one, and I've been her follower and all that. I'm a content creator. We still have people that we see as a celebrity that we look up to, and we are trying to be not in the limelight, but we are trying to be influencers. We are trying to be bloggers. We are content creators. We are journalists, whatever you want to call us. But we still have people that we look up to that's inside of the blue check mark, and she one of them. You want to call her ratchet and all this other kind of stuff. But she came up with that show. And I'm finna jump into it I'm finna show y'all. Hold on. Okay. This is MCSHAKIE. He is friends with Shekinah personally. And he also had a business relationship with Shekinah. And he had a business relationship with Tiny as well. He gonna discuss about how people when all this stuff came out on about the situation with Tiny and TI and Shekinah, and everybody was bloggers and whatever was jumping on they content and they Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and they was giving they side of the situation, not knowing what was really going on. They only going on what we see on YouTube or social media. So he finna give us some insight on what really happened. And he also, y'all, let me tell you what MCSHAKIE did, y'all. Shekinah sent him some DMs that Tiny Shekinah had sent him the DMs that when Tiny and Shekinah was getting into it and she was talking shit about to her, she sent them DMs to Shaky to say, here, I ain't lying about nothing I said. They was treat me like this. They do treat me like that. So, it is what it is. Everybody want to see the prince say, oh, I'm her flunky. And we're not. Shekinah is not that girl flunky. Shekinah is, when she loves somebody, she love hard. She be their friend, she friend hard. And these other people that want to see her and come out a flunky, that girl ain't nobody flunky. Not at all. She just have a friendship and she love different from other people. That because she care about her relationship with her friends or her relationship don't mean she ain't no better than anybody else. She just loved different. That's how God put her. Oh yeah, before we get started, let me say, not before we get started, y'all, but before we get into his content, this content is from MC Shaking. He is from New Orleans, Louisiana, and he gonna explain how he came and whatever to a blog or whatever. And if y'all don't know nothing about MC Shaking, y'all better wake up because this boy right here, this man right here, with this queen right here, she is she's like number one in my eye of a content creator. If you into all that juicy gossip that don't give a curl, don't care about nobody feelings, but you do, but you don't, and unapologetic. You come for her, she gonna come for you, and you wish you would never came for her because if you came for her, you should have made a U-turn in the streets and got that caution that caution sign that said caution. That's MC Shaking. When you came to that stumping block, that roadblock, and it said caution before you continue to go ahead forward. That's MC Shaking, y'all. So if y'all ain't, if y'all don't know what MC Shaking is, y'all out here sleepwalk. Yeah, y'all sleepwalk. But let me get on to it because I done said too much longer and I don't want my cut to be too long. Shit. What the fuck I'm doing? Oh, my bad.
Good morning, everyone. How y'all doing? I am Rodney MC Shakie Rooster. I am the CEO of Sub Cosmetics and the president and founder of Stick Nation, which is basically my family, to be honest with you. What I do for a living, I was a blogger. I retired from blogging to focus on live streaming because that's what I do now. So the stuff I'm going to be telling y'all actually occurred during my career as a blogger. Thank you so much. And if y'all want to see, y'all came by Bears No Shade, girl. The girls needed a little something. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, so I want to get into a little bit about if you can make it to Baton Rouge, I got you. The band. So what I want to initially do is just get into a little bit of the backstory, so y'all understand what's going on. Chicky Black, how you doing? How y'all doing? Come on in. I'm finna say double champ live, girl. What I want to tell y'all is a little bit about the backstory and exactly what it is how I came in contact with Tiny, Shekinah, and thus Agbar. And so just give you a bit of the backstory so y'all understand what's going on and who I am for the people that might not know. Yeah, I am losing a couple pounds. I am on a diet. That's a whole other thing for a whole other day. My blogging career, of course, as many of you know, started back in 2018 when I was released from prison. I was a New Orleans blogger. I used to blog about a lot of the New Orleans teen with New Orleans girls. This got me a little semi-national attention when I was doing stories about, of course, you know, the real BB Judy and the like. Alright, and so when I was blogging about them, it got the attention of some people. I'm a legend as well. Thank you so much, Chicky Black. So that's what my blogging career was like pursuant to 2018. So that got a little semi-national attention. The first story I blogged that reached the shade room was about Super Saiyan and the whole Luffy escort, and we all know how that turned out. I was introduced to Shekinah online. She was actually used to pop in on live every now and then, say a little hey, and that's it. She found me funny.
Okay, I just want to sit here and just play all his stuff. He just gave y'all a little bit of background on how he was introduced to social media. That's a little bit of backstory. And I just want to stop and let y'all know this is not paid. This is not a sponsored video. But if y'all sleeping on this Stella Rose, it's this drink called Stella Rose, y'all. It's pink. I'm drinking Stella Rose pink. This is for my 21 and up family, my kings and queens of 21 and up. Y'all better go get y'all some Stella Rose pink. Stella Rose pink. Go get y'all a bottle of that. Baby. When I say that, it's good. It's good. This is only to my 21 and up people. 21 and up only. But let's get back into MC. Shake it, baby.
Like most people do. And that kind of started a little friendship. I'll pop into her live and yada, yada, yada. I went to Atlanta for some business and was like, you know, I'm in Atlanta. And she was like, well, come through. And she invited me to her home. I met her It was a friendship that started in 2018 and it's lasted until about mid last year when her and I kind of stopped being friends. And I'll tell y'all why and what's going on. Now, the reason I'm telling this story is because I'm looking at a lot of the stuff that's unfolding between Tiny, Shekinah, and everybody on, and a lot of that's just not true. And I'm speaking as someone who was a friend of Shekinah, as well as a business partner to Tiny and Shekinah. The page that y'all are seeing on that I posted was actually from a.
And see, where she said that she has created that TV show supposed to come out, supposed to be a gay television show. She wasn't lying, and people want to see her think like Shekinah ain't got no money, she broke. MC Shakie gonna sit here and say about his finances too. Just because y'all think she ain't got no money and she do people her for other reasons and she don't get paid for it because she don't want to. It's not like she don't want to seem like, oh, she doing this, but when you do somebody her or whatever, you do want to get paid. But I want to also build up a business relationship with you too. So if I don't have the funds to do this and do that, well, hey, since I'm doing your hair and it costs just that much, instead of paying me the money, can you give me a flight or can you book me this or that because you are in a higher status than I am at the time being. So can you book me a hotel here for so many nights and or stuff like that, or can you rent me this car, or can you introduce me to this person, that person? So it's like longevity when, and if she have a motive into why she not always do people her for money. And people want to say, oh, she dumb, she have fun. Nah, you gotta look at the bigger picture. You doing somebody's her, that's a service. You don't have to always do her for money. And so that's dumb. I ain't gonna never do nobody hair for them without getting paid. That's your choice. That's your choice. So if, like, I do hair sometimes too, I always get paid for it. But if there's something that they can provide me, and I'm like, okay, well, let's do half and half. You give me half the money, or can you introduce me to this person that they in a higher position than I am? So can you introduce me to that person? And I take it on. I just take it from there. Or, hey, can you get me them shoes, or can you get me that outfit? And then if I'm charging you is lesser, is more or lesser, then give me the remaining. You get it, y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, if not, ask somebody next to you.
Reality show that we had piloted together, to which I was not only a cast member, but I was also financially invested. And I'll get into that in a minute. So I'm speaking on that behalf. Do I consider myself a friend of Tiny? No. We've never hung together, and I'll explain to you. My first time meeting her was actually, of course, through Shekinah sometime later, maybe early 2019. I'll actually let you know exactly the day I met Tiny. Actually, what happened, I was with I contacted Shekinah, and told her I need to know what's going on with the show. She told me that her and Tiny was not getting eye to eye. She didn't want to have a business partnership with her in the show any longer. Alright? And so, because I'm in the middle, right now, I don't have nothing against Tiny. Of course, I've worked with her. I felt that she was a person that brought a business element to it. I contacted Tiny, of course, and asked what's going on. So when I asked, so at the time, I had, if y'all remember, so after we wrapped filming the show, I had a Friday sale for Sip Cosmetics. And I had a little change on. And so I was in a position to do some stuff then, of course. And what I wanted to do was, all right, I believe in the show. The show is funny as hell. The show features us, and I'll show y'all. I would definitely show y'all, like.
Okay, he gonna show y'all a piece of the show. I'm not gonna do it on my channel because, like I said, it ain't got green lighted, and it's between. I think See, I'm skipping through all this because, like I said, I don't want my content to be too long and whatever. So if y'all want to hear um, the whole incident about, see, he don't explain about the part about the show and how he was introduced to Tiny and how he became friends with Shekinah. And the last thing that Shekinah said was about the show, the show that they were gonna make was gonna be a gay television show. And so Shekinah put more of the money up. I think Shekinah put like 30,000 up. MC Shaker put 16,000, and Tiny put like 7 or 6,000. And so since they all was entwined together for this show, and then they had fell when Tiny and Shekinah had fell out. Now it's like, okay, what's gonna happen to the show? They was gonna buy out Tiny and Shekinah, but neither one of them wanted to sell. So since Tiny was just brought into the show, the last one that was brought into the show, and put her little $6,000-7,000 on it, your money is that money, girl. Chop it up as a loss. You done spend more money on a bag or your weave or that plastic surgery you done got. Go ahead and release the show on YouTube or let them buy you out. But the stubbornness of these people that we call celebrities and influencers, because she's mad at Shekinah for outing her out. You put the less money up on this TV show, $6,000. Go ahead and let the the you know what I'm trying to say. The community, our community. Yes, I say our community. Go ahead and let our community level up, and we want to see this show. We want to see this TV show. So, the stubbornness that they got with each other, neither one of them want to sell their part, but they really don't want to. It's Shekinah's show. It's Shekinah's show. Tiny put the less money up, but since she has part of the show, she don't want to sell her half because it could be a big ass thing. It could blow up and make millions. Just come together. Y'all ain't got to see each other. Sign whatever paper y'all got to sign. Come to agreement and green light this show. Cause what we seen from him, the show really look good. It is kind of funny, but I can't show y'all on my channel of the show because I don't have rights to that show. MC put his money. He has rights to it as well as Shekinah and Tiny. So I'm just gonna sit here and fast forward. This is a part. So like I said, if y'all want to see what he gonna show, go to MC Shakie channel, and y'all can see the little 2-3 minutes that he gonna show y'all the back end and the front end of the show that's supposed to be played. That Shekinah started. She pitched it. That Shekinah put up majority of the money. MC Shaker put up majority of the money, and Tiny put less of the money. The nerve of Tiny.
$10 shut the fuck up, because that's what I'm going to do. Mimicked ours that was being pitched, of course, because of the networking that I don't want to.
Okay.
So,
baby.
So Tyler was like, see if you could buy her out.
So, well, now we finna get into some of these receipts. These receipts. I'm not finna see, baby. When I tell you, don't sleep on a person that you think is slow. Don't sleep on a person you think is dumb. Don't sleep on a person you think is retarded. And the words that I'm using, I apologize if it offend people. Because I'm not making fun of nobody with no disabilities at all. Because I know darn well I am not perfect. And some of the things I said, people will call me the same thing. And what I'm saying is, the people that have disabilities or whatever, and people want to call them names and stuff like that, don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on them because you think they a certain type of way. Excuse me. So he finna show y'all some receipts that Tiny and Shekinah interact with each other. I'm not finna sit here and pause this Not at all. So, like I said once again, if you want to see these receipts, go to his channel and you can pause, rewind, fast forward, skip, hop, connect four. But I ain't finna do it on here.
So I didn't have, so there was an issue with the footage. Nobody had got the footage. Nobody knew where the footage at. Nobody knew where to drive at. And I'm like, no. Technically, I put in some money on this show. I should have access to the footage. Even if I can't sell a motherfucker, I'm gonna be able to watch the motherfucking show myself. You got me fucked up if I can't sit down and watch this bitch myself. I done paid $16,000 of my good motherfucking dollars, and I'm not able to watch this motherfucker, at least laugh to myself. Yeah, I might not be able to sell it without y'all permission. Yeah, I might not be able to do this without y'all permission. But I'll be damned if I don't. I'll be damned if Shakin don't be able to sit my fat ass up and watch this motherfucker. I'm gonna watch it. And I was evil at Shekinah because I didn't even know where the fucking footage was at. And so during this time, I was coming to Atlanta, so I made a perk to contact China and say, listen, I need to get this footage. I need to see what's going on, and I need to know what's the cost to buy you out. So I go to Atlanta and I sit down and talk to her face and say, listen, you wrong, and I feel like I'm your friend. I should be able to tell you if you're wrong. You're wrong. You're doing this to this girl because we being sabotaged because this is me talking to Shekinah now and telling her she wrong. And then she showed me some stuff.
Baby.
Let's talk about some receipts.
Get into it.
I'm thinking Shekinah really down bad.
Excuse me, y'all.
She have a friend in town. First of all, I asked y'all who cut off who. Y'all say, a lot of people say Tiny, a lot of people say Shekinah. This is the proof. This is the message between Tiny and Shekinah. This was Shekinah showing me when I'm accusing her. She said, no, friend, you wrong. You're accusing me, babe. And the Shekinah telling Tiny, I have to start putting Shekinah first, stand away from people who don't give a fuck about me. I don't want to be fake no more. That's all. I'm 36 and I'll be down if I live my life dealing with hurt and anger that the others have caused. Guess what? I don't need anyone but God. And to me, you were never my real friend.
And that noise that y'all hear in the background, that click clacking, you know how people they be doing stuff in the background and they don't notice they doing it until they replay it. So he just sitting here reading the text messages, right? Right. So he just clicking on the pen or whatever he clicking on. Be like, damn, what the hell you doing? And I did that. I noticed that too in one of my other videos. That I was just playing. I was playing with something, and it was just click clacking, and I didn't notice I was playing with it until I replayed it back on and uploaded it to my channel. I'm like, what the hell? What is all that noise? So that's what he doing. So it's kind of irritating to me that he doing it because I did it too, but I didn't know I was doing it. It wasn't nothing much. I just want y'all to notice that ain't from my channel. That's from his channel.
When you go through, I was there. When I go through, you have never been there. So guess what? Fuck it. Your husband has consistently disrespected me, and guess what? You have all of my old friends, thank God. The ones you played in my face with. I believed in you. I wanted the best for you, but you did not wish me the same. You love hanging out with low budget, and I'm gonna show you the rest of the message because I'm just like that. Now I got this message, and they didn't authorize me to show this message, but fuck it, it is what it is. I don't care at this point because I'm the motherfucking one that's paying for it because they got $14,000 to burn, they got $16,000 to burn. I don't got it. All right. Give a fuck about me and Thomas Phil. Also, it's just nothing that needs to be public. Just know I am sick of trying to prove myself to you. I don't want to be nothing from you at OPS. I never talked about you to the media. I want it to be left alone. I want God to keep blessing you. It's nothing to have that I want my life. Sincerely, Shekinah. It's Tiny saying I can't read no more of this bullshit. You sound stupid as fuck. You don't let somebody get in your head. I can't deal. Got enough of this bullshit. Wish you the best. Blessings to you. That's always been genuine love, by the way. So I'm done. Keep it cute. Goodbye, Shekinah. Goodbye, love. This was the message. So listen. Alright. So it's Shekinah excavating herself in time. I'm thinking it was the other way around. Now, the part that fucks me up is
so y'all just heard it. Y'all heard it. Everybody say that that Tiny cut off Tiny. first and foremost is that your husband keep disrespecting me, girl. We probably be friends, but you keep letting your husband disrespect me. And I'm finna jump off this right now. I'm not gonna keep going no more further. I might go a little bit further, but I'm finna jump off right now because my video is already long and whatever. And the views, they be popping, but they don't be popping. But I'm making content anyways to show the people that do watch. Thank you for the engagement. But Shekinah shut off Tiny because TI keep disrespecting her. Ain't no way in good God earth that I'm finna sit here and let my husband disrespect my friend. And vice versa. I will hope that my best friend wouldn't let her husband or wife disrespect me. Because that's going to cause conflict between me and my friend. Because first of all, the person that I am, Quinty Wayne Red, you disrespect me, I'm finna give it how you got it. And that's going to cause conflict between me and my friend. Because your husband, your wife coming at me sideways, I'm going to bring it to you because you're my best friend. And then if the situation happen again, I'm going to have to bring it to you partly and go ahead and check this nigga or check this female because you're not going to keep on disrespecting me, first of all. And it's not because it's a male and a female situation. He shouldn't even be, as a man, he shouldn't even be coming at Shekinah like that anyways. But we know how Tiny is. She left her husband. That's her husband. She's supposed to stand by her husband. But also you put her in a compromising situation because Shekinah is her friend. And T.I., you shouldn't be, you a punk ass nigga for that. You shouldn't even be stepping to that woman like that anyways. That's female beef, brother. That's female beef, brother. Tell your wife to check her if you have a problem. But the beef is between really between Tiny and Shekinah. T.I. stepping his stuff in it because that's his wife. I understand you want to have your wife back, but brother, these are two females. These are two females. You need to politely exit to the left and let Tiny and Shekinah handle they beef like women, brother.
My for you. Okay? Okay. I fuck with Tamar. Okay? Regardless who don't fuck with, I love her. Me and Tamar also had our own relationship. Like y'all know, I used to do Tamar hair too, and I used to play on Tamar TV show. And me and Tamar got our own relationship, so that's my girl. I love her. I don't have no problem. I don't give a fuck about what nobody else feel about her. I have my own relationship with her. She called me right now. She called, I need my hair done. I'm gonna get up and come do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my fault. I fuck with her. Okay? Okay, I fuck with Tamar. Okay? Now, I only got $1,800 an episode for that, and I did a lot of work. Okay? Tiny tonight. And I can remember how to give me, a nice flight back home. I need to be in first class. So they gave me a first class flight. Do y'all know this light-skinned nigga? This light-skinned nigga. This little bit of nigga walks up on me, leaving from LA. I'm actually in the flight. I'm in the seat before him. And that nigga told me, that nigga said, how did they help? How did they help make it to first class? Y'all, it was so many white folks on this plane with us in first class. That motherfucker said, how did help make it to first class? Y'all know what I did? I was on the plane. Let me show y'all what I did on the plane. Let me show you. He walked up to me and said, how did they help make it to first class? It's so many white folks all around us, y'all. I did like this. I slid down in the goddamn seat in the first class seat. I slid down. Because I didn't want nobody to look at me. Like, how the fuck is you calling me to help? When your wife don't even fucking pay me for real, you come out to help? That shit was so fucking embarrassing to imagine. Being on a plane loaded with nothing but crackers. We probably the only 3 black people in first class. And that motherfucker walked up on me and said, how to help make it to first class. Oh, okay. We was in Magic City before we fell out last time, right? And the nigga did some more corny shit to me, okay? I've been harassed by that nigga a long time. That nigga came to my motherfucking section. I mean, I was in their section and it was me, Kelsey, Lil Knight. It was a couple of us in the club. And I was ordering my food because I was finna go. That's all I wanted to do was order me something to eat and I was finna get the fuck on, right? And Nick, Nick, who used to be my agent, he's no longer my agent. You know, I cut everything off pertaining to them people. Nick called my phone, wanted to speak to Tiny, so I handed Tiny the phone. And that nigga came out of nowhere. He said, bitch, let me tell you something. Pull me down. Now, we in the club. He got his head right here so nobody can't see what he doing to me. Let me tell you something. Next time you give my motherfucking wife a phone, it's going to be a motherfucking problem.
And I believe y'all. I believe her. And let me tell you this. Y'all remember when they was filming and T.I. went to jail and it was Toya, Tiny, and it was some more girls. They were getting ready to go out to the club, right? T.I. had called. And he was like, it's noise in the background. What's going on? He said, oh, Tiny said, oh, me, Toya, and some girls are finna go to the club, right? And he was like, oh, no, you not. I want to talk to you. He was like, well, baby, can call me back in a couple of hours because I'm finna go out and hang with the girls, you know, or not. He was like, no, I got something to tell you and talk to you. I mean, like, T.I., you ain't going nowhere. You in jail, brother. You in a state of Atlanta in jail, so when a visitation come around, she can't come visit you. Maybe, maybe not. But whatever they talk to her is not that important that you had to put your male authority. I don't want you going out hanging with your friends and you finna see her. So let me tell you this. Tiny said, okay, y'all, I'm not gonna go. T.I. said he got something to tell me very important. At that point, that's where I can't say lost respect for T.I., but I looked at him different. And I can see, I was telling my baby yesterday, I said, baby, remember that situation? I can just imagine what Toya and them other girls, when they left out that house and got in their car and started talking. I just can, I would just want, I wish I could be a fly on the wall to listen to that conversation that Toya and them girls had said about Tiny behind her back when T.I. is in jail. And he had that much authority to tell his wife that she could not go hang out with her friends because he had something important to tell her. Well, brother, I understand it's important. You not going nowhere. Don't if you trust me like you do it from your wife, I'm not finna go intertwine with no other men. I just want to go hang out with the girls. She didn't go with them, and I said that was embarrassing. I wouldn't even have filmed that part. I would have edited that part out because that was so embarrassing that this man from the comfort of jail told you that you couldn't take yourself nowhere because he had something so important he could tell you. And then the other thing is this. The reason why Shekinah is still talking about this to this day, because she hurt. She hurt. Shekinah thought she had a friend in Tiny. She let, well, I can't say that Tiny let T.I. talk to Shekinah that way, but you won't see T.I. talking to Toya like that. All the other friends that Tiny got, you don't see T.I. talking to them like that. So just sit back and just think. It ain't because Shekinah don't have a male next to her to have her back or family members or whatever. But why do T.I. feel so comfortable? Why do T.I. feel so comfortable talking to this other black woman, period, the way that he talked to her, the way that he treat her when he do have daughters? He do have a mother. He have sisters. Why do T.I. feel so comfortable talking to Shekinah like that? Because Tiny haven't checked him. And it's not about checking him. Because if he talk to her mama like that, I bet she gonna check him. And if he talk to them other girls like that, they gonna check him.